America planned to break the British hegemony over Iraq by instigating a military coup, like it did in Egypt on behalf of its agent Gamal Abdel Nasser against Egypt's King Farouk.
Cairo, 1954. Egyptians hear Colonel Nasser speaking of the future Arab empire, from the Persian Gulf to the Atlantic.
In Iraq, a movement of free military officers was organized under the leadership of Abdul Karim Qasim and Abdul Salam Arif, based on the model of the movement of free officers in Egypt. The coup was successful, and in 1958 they overthrew the monarchy in Iraq and established a republic.
Without warning, revolution has swept away the young King Faisal of Iraq and his uncle Crown Prince Abdul Ilah. Iraq becomes #1 danger spot. Veteran Premier Nouri Es-Said is deposed, he has fled, and the Republican rebels have offered £10,000 for his arrest. The tide of Arab nationalism is again in flood.
Abdullah and Nouri were publicly slaughtered. The new republic system in Iraq immediately set about removing itself from the military, political and economic stranglehold of Britain by withdrawing from the Baghdad Pact and the Sterling. Then in 1961 it passed a new Iraqi law that put most of the foreign oil companies under Iraqi state control. However, the leaders of the coup were divided towards Abdel Nasser. Abdul Salam was considered loyal to Nasser and preferred Iraq to join Egypt and Syria in the United Arab Republic. However, Qasim was against this. Abdul Salam therefore renounced Qasim and looked for an opportunity to remove him, but it was Qasim who removed Arif from the government instead, arresting him and putting him on trial. Towards the last years of his rule, Qasim set about working with the communists and strengthened their position in Iraq. This further rallied America and Britain against him. Nasser therefore strongly attacked him and his communist allies, accusing them of being agents to Moscow and of abandoning Arab nationalism. Nasser even supported some revolutionary movements against Qasim, but they all failed. Eventually the Baathists and the nationalists united to overthrow Qasim in 1959 and assassinate him. Abdel Nasser supported them by financing the assassination operation, but this attempt also failed. However, political forces increasingly continued to rally against Qasim, backed by America, Britain and the oil companies. Then in 1963, the Ba'ath Party and the National Forces led by Abdul Salam, with the backing of Nasser, conducted a successful but violent coup that led to the killing of Qasim and the elimination and torture of the communists. The coup was led by Ahmed Hassan al-Bakr, loyal to the English, and Abdul Salam, a nationalist supported by America and Nasser. And because there was split in loyalty between America and Britain, it was inevitable that a dispute would eventually occur between them.
Baghdad has taken on an appearance of surface quiet, but the city still seethes. The stability of the new government is questionable in restless Iraq.
On the 13th of April 1966, Abdul Salam died in a plane crash, and his brother, Abdul Rahman Arif, was appointed president of Iraq. America played a large role in his appointment, but he was weak in character and political matters in Iraq became unstable, with political influence fluctuating between the British and the Americans. It finally settled in favour of the British by way of another coup in 1968, when the Baathists, loyal to the British led by al-Bakr and his deputy Saddam Hussein, took the reins of power. 10 years later, al-Bakr was forced to step down and concede authority to his powerful deputy Saddam Hussein, who managed to rally the Ba'ath and security forces behind him. Saddam promptly set about destroying all the political and military opposition within Iraq.
المتآمرين كثيرة، ولكن ثقوا أن واحد منكم يقاتل بتكون جنوب رشاشة سنة دون أن يسلم. كان يلوم على بعضنا.